Subject Hydrology, Chapter Hydrology Basics, Topic Previous Year Gate Numerical on Hydrology Basics. So now students, whatever the concepts we have discussed, we have already solved a lot of numericals, right? But this numerical which came in GATE 2017, I found it a little bit tricky. And one numerical came in 2015. It was a very simple numerical, right? You just have to put the formula. The numerical, it was based on the missing data, right? So you already know how to determine the missing data. If it is less than 10%, there is a formula. If it is more than 10%, there is another formula, right? But this numerical, I found it a little bit tricky. So let's see what the numerical is. The numerical is a catchment is idealized. A catchment is idealized as a 25 kilometer cross 25 kilometer square. So this is a square. Clear? It has 5 rain gauges at each corner. At each corner we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and one at the center and one is at the center, right? As shown in the figure. Okay. During a month, the precipitation at these gauges is measured as, for G1 it is 300 mm, G2 285 mm, G3 272 mm, G4 290 mm and G5 it is 288 mm. Okay, no problem. The next part is the average precipitation in mm, right? We have to calculate the precipitation in mm up to 1 decimal place. Okay, 1 decimal place we will calculate. Now what we have to, over the catchment during this month, right? During this month, by using Thiessen polygon method or Thiessen mean method. So this question came in GATE 2017. It was of around 2 marks. So we have to put the values. Clear? So it's a very straightforward question. I told you that you know that the mean precipitation from the Thiessen method is given by P1A1 plus P2A2 plus P3A3 and so on, divided by A1 plus A2 plus A3 and so on, right? So this is a very simple straightforward formula, but the main thing is that how to determine A1, A2, A3 and so on. That is the main problem, right? So what we have to do is that we have to first of all make triangles, right? Triangles by joining these stations. So let us join these stations and form some triangles. So these are the triangles which we have formed, right? Now the next part would be to determine the perpendicular bisector, right? So let me use another marker. So to perpendicular bisector, this is a perpendicular bisector. This will also be a perpendicular bisector. This will be a perpendicular bisector. This will also be a perpendicular bisector. Here also we will have perpendicular bisector. This and this. Now the next step would be to join the perpendicular bisectors, right? So let us now join the perpendicular bisectors. Now this is a property of a square that if you know that if this is a diagonal, the half of the diagonal, if you take the perpendicular bisector and the adjacent side, they will pass from the same point. For a square, there is a property, right? So if I join these, so these will pass from this point, right? Like this, like this, like this. Clear? Okay. Now, what we have got, and this is also a property of square because it is a square given to you, right? A property of a square, when you join the perpendicular bisectors, the central portion, this polygon, will be a square. This is a property of square, right? So you must have studied these properties in class 10th also, 9th also, when you studied about geometry in mathematics, right? So this is a property of your square that if you join the lines from the perpendicular bisector of sides, so you will be getting again a square at the center. Clear? Now let me rub this, right? So let me write it here. For G1 it is 300 mm, 300 mm. For G2 it is 285 mm, it is 285 mm. For G3 it is 272 mm, 272 mm. For G4 the precipitation is 290 mm, 290 mm. And for G5 the precipitation is 288 mm. Right? Now let me rub this because this is not now required. So let me rub this so that we can solve the numerical, right? Now let me rub this. Right? Otherwise, it is also a very easy question. It is not a typical question which I was saying. The only thing is that it requires some geometrical concepts which you studied in class 9th and 10th. It requires those concepts. Otherwise, it's a very simple question, straightforward question, right? So now let us start solving this numerical, right? Now this is the formula for Thiessen polygon, Thiessen mean method, right? Now the question is, we have to determine the area, right? So now let me hash down the area. So this area we have to determine. This area will pertain to G1, clear? Now let me use another marker so that you don't get confused. This area will be for G4, clear? Let me use this marker again, right? This area will be for G3, and this area, this triangular area, because triangle is also a type of, you can say, polygon, right? So for this, and the square area, this whole square area will be for G5. Simple, right? Now the question is how to determine these areas. You know that it is a 25 kilometer cross 25 kilometers. So here also you have 25 kilometer, and here also you have 25 kilometer. Right? Now the area of this, let us say this is A1, this is A2, this is A3, and this is A4. So A1, now if you know that it is a square, so this whole is a square, so A1 will be equal to A2, will be equal to A3, will be equal to A4. Simple. Clear? Now if I determine just one area, every area will be determined automatically because all are equal, right? Now the question is how to determine this area A1. So from the geometry, let us consider this triangle. Let us consider this is G1 or G2. Let's say this is A, B, small c, small d, right? Now let us consider triangle AG1D. Let us consider this triangle. So area of this triangle, AG1D will be equal to half into base into height. So half into base, that is G1D, into height. Height is G1A. Clear? Now how much is base? This is 25 kilometer. This will be half because this is a perpendicular bisector. Bisector means it divides the particular line into two equal parts, right? So this is equal. This will be equal to 25 divided by 2. So half into 25 divided by 2, and same goes with this also. This will also be equal to 25 divided by 2. Clear? Now if you solve it, so you'll be getting the 25 this is 625 divided by 8. It comes out to be nearly, right, 8 7 56. This is again 6, right? So this is 8 64. Then you got 1. So this is 8 1 into 8, right? You have got 2. Then you have got 2, right? Meter square. Sorry, kilometer square. Kilometer square. So you have got the area of A1, this triangle, and this A1 is equals to all the areas A2, A3, A4. So I can say that A1 is equals to A2 is equals to A3 is equals to A4 is equals to 78.12. So 78.12 kilometer square. Now we have got A1, A2, A3, A4. Now what about this A5? Let us A1, A2, A3, A4. Let us say the middle area is A5. This middle area. This middle square is A5, right? It's my basic common sense that if from the total area, if I subtract these triangular areas, I will be getting the middle area. Simple. So what is the total area? Total area is 25 into 25, 625. So A5 will be equal to total area minus 4 times of one single area, that is 78.12. Simple. So total area is 25 into 25, that is 625 kilometer square, minus 4 into 78.12. So how much it is coming? Let me calculate it. It will be around 625 minus 4 into 78.12. It will be around 312.52. 312.52 kilometer square is the area of the center portion, that is A5. Now it is a straightforward form. It's a straightforward question now, right? Now what we have to do is that we have to just apply the Thiessen mean method or the Thiessen polygon equation, right? Let me rub this. No need of this now, right? Now if you look at the question was very big, right? But if you know the concept, you can solve this question in hardly 3 to 4 minutes. Hardly 3 to 4 minutes. Because these things which I was writing, these are not required in GATE examination. You will be given a scribble pad, just do the calculation as fast as possible, right? So A5 is also known. So the next step would be to just multiply it with the precipitation. For G1 we have 300. The precipitation of the area of G1 is how much? area of G1 is, that is A1, 78.12. 78.12. So P bar will be equal to, right, plus for G2 how much precipitation? 285. 285, same area into 78.12, clear, plus for G3 272, this is precipitation 272 area, same area 78.12, and plus the fourth precipitation, that is the fourth station 290, right? So 290 into area will be same 78.12, and plus the fifth one. So fifth one, the area is this much, right? So and the precipitation is 288, right? That is 288 into 312.52, right? Divided by the total area. So total area would be 625 into 25 into 25 is 625. Total area would be 625 kilometers square. So let me calculate how much the answer is. So if I take just 78.12 common, just add it and you will get the answer also. So let me take this 78.12 common and let me add this, right? So it is a quicker method. 300 plus 285 plus 272 plus 290, right? I have taken all this common, multiplied by 78.12, okay? And plus now I have 288 into 312.52, this much divided by 625. It comes out to be 287.37. I hope everybody is getting the same answer. So the precipitation, average precipitation comes out to be 287.37. So 287.37 mm. Now let's look at the units. This was in kilometer square. Kilometer square got cancelled out. Other units were in just mm. This is in mm. This is in mm. These were in kilometer square. Kilometer square. Kilometer. They got cancelled out from the denominator. Simple. So it is in 287.37 mm. So we have to get the answer to two decimal places. So the correct answer would be 287.37 mm. Clear? So this was the question which I found a bit tricky. It was a very straightforward question, although, but the thing is that you have to apply the, you can say, you have to apply the basic sense, basic common sense, and the basic geometry. You will get the answer, right? Otherwise, the formula is same. That you have to calculate the weighted area and weighted factor, and you will get the answer. Right? So I hope that you have understood this numerical. So now let's move to the next topic. In next topic, I will be telling you what I feel is that the most probable numericals can be from this the first chapter, that is the hydrology basics. So let's move to the next topic. Thank you.